day, students. Welcome to presentation 2 of Book 4, Grammar Unit 3. So welcome, and I am Mr. Vernon Fredericks, and I would like you to have your notebook and your pencil ready or next to you, please, while we're doing this presentation, because I will ask you to do some exercises for me. Um, so welcome, students, and I hope we will have a good time together. Um, Please pay attention and please do the exercises that I ask you to do. Okay, so let's continue on to slide number 2. So, what do we need to know? What do we need to know for this presentation? What are the things that you need so that you can understand this presentation is basically what I'm asking you, yeah? So number one is what are stative or non-action verbs? Okay, so if you are not aware of stative verbs or non-action verbs, it's verbs related to, for example, believe. It's a non-action verb, so it's happening inside of our bodies. Yeah, love. Yeah, that's a verb, and these are non-action verbs. Yeah, you don't see it, you don't hear it, but you can, when somebody loves you, they show you. Yeah. See is a verb. Yeah, it's a non-action verb. Yeah, have or has. Another non-action verb is think. Yeah, you cannot go into a person's brain and check if they are thinking. Yeah. Um, hate. Yeah, the same with love, hate. Yeah. Another one, another stative verb is year. Okay. Um, you can ask somebody a question to check if they hear or they understand what you are saying or what you are doing. Want is another stative verb. Okay. Agree is a stative verb. Like or likes is a stative verb. The way you feel inside, nobody can see it, but somebody can see by your actions how you feel. Yeah. Possess or be possessive is also a stative verb. Yeah. So these are non-action verbs. Yeah. It's all happening on the inside of our bodies or the inside of our minds. Okay. Number 2 is what is a base verb? Yeah. The actual verb. What is it? Yeah. So the base verb, the present simple verb, or the verb one. That's my base verb. Yeah. What is a vowel? Okay, let's just go over what are vowels. A, E, I, O, U. These are 5 vowels. Yeah, A, E, I, O, U. The rest of the letters are called consonants. So, for example, B, C, G, H, K, L, M, N, P, Q. These are all consonants. So we have 5 vowels, A, E, I, O, U. Okay, and the rest are all consonants. Okay, so if you didn't know this, this was just a recap of what you needed to know. So today we will study how verbs change in the present simple because of the subject, when to use the simple present tense, positive and negative sentences, yes, no, and WH questions. Yeah, hopefully we will get to this. Okay, let's continue. Okay, let's review comparative adjectives. Okay, so in presentation 1, students, we did comparative adjectives. Okay, so what are comparative adjectives? Why do we use it? Yeah, we use comparative to compare two people, two places, or two things. Okay, so for example, uh, your car and your friend's car. Yeah, we use this. These are things, and we use comparative adjectives to compare two things, to people, or to places. Okay, so let's just run through the comparative adjectives. Okay, so these are the rules that we did in presentation 1. So I will just run through it again. Okay, short adjective, one syllable adjectives, short adjective, okay, plus ER. Old, older, young, younger, short, shorter. Okay, so these are all one syllable adjectives, yeah, and we just add ER. My brother is older than my friend, yeah. my sister is younger than me. Okay, so we're comparing my sister and myself. She is younger, I am older. Okay, rule number 2, consonant, vowel, consonant plus ER. The final consonant is double. Okay, so if an adjective ends on a consonant, vowel, consonant, we add ER, but the final consonant needs to be doubled. Okay, so big becomes bigger. Yeah, he is bigger than my friend. Yeah, big, B-I-G. Yeah, if we use it as a comparative adjective, we use double G, B-I-double-G-E-R. Okay, another example of an adjective is hot, consonant, vowel, consonant, hotter. Okay, so the weather was hotter than last week, yeah? Or the weather is getting hotter, comparing the weather from last week to the weather of today. Okay, so don't forget that, students. That's easy to forget, but don't forget that second point, yeah? Okay, point number 3, short adjective ending in a Y. Yeah, so what happens to the Y? We delete the Y and we write I plus ER. So easy, easier. Heavy, heavier. Pretty, prettier. Happy, happier. Ugly, uglier. Okay, long adjectives, more plus long adjective. Or long adjective, less plus long adjective. So the example there is exciting, yeah. And because we have exciting, 3 syllables, we're going to use more exciting, yeah. And we're going to speak about the negative, we can say less exciting. Okay, beautiful, how many syllables? Beautiful, 3 syllables, yeah. So we're going to say, when we compare it, we're going to say more beautiful or less beautiful, the opposite. Intelligent, intelligent, 4 syllables. And I'm going to, when I compare it, I'm going to say more intelligent, or in the negative, I'm going to say less intelligent. Okay, point number 5, irregular adjectives. The adjective is good, I am good, my brother is better. Yeah, I am good, but my brother is better. Okay, bad, worse, becomes worse. Far, we say farther in the comparative adjective. Yeah, I live far, my uncle lives farther than me. Okay, little becomes less. Yeah, less intelligent. Okay, much and many becomes more. These are all irregular adjectives, students. Okay, the last point is we use than after the comparative form of the adjective. Remember, how do we write? How do we write the comparative adjective? We have the subject plus verb be is comparative adjective and than. Yeah, it's not a comparative adjective if we don't have these things. Yeah, so remember, we need to have than. It comes after the adjective. Some cases we don't have to write than if we know our subject and our object are the same. We don't have to write than, but we will get to that later. The example here is John is taller than Mary. Yeah, John is taller than Mary. Example number 2, a Ferrari is more expensive than a Fiat. A Ferrari is more expensive than a Fiat. Yeah, so the price of the Ferrari is more than the price of a Fiat. Okay. Let's compare the adjectives. Okay, incorrect. Incorrect. Let's have a look at the incorrect adjectives. Okay, more long. Okay, more long. That's not right. Bravier, bravier, spelling problem there, bravier, mad, mad, spelling problem there, yeah? The next one is angrier, angrier. Remember, angry, which is the adjective, ends in a Y. So there's a problem there, yeah? The next one is good, irregular adjective. Good. Does good becomes gooder? Does good become gooder? Okay, think about it. And then we have bad, bad, irregular adjective as well. Bad. Okay. Then we have the last one in the incorrect box, interesting. Interesting. Okay, we just added the ER there. Is that correct? That's not correct. Let's have a look at these sentences. Let's have a look at these sentences on the right of the incorrect box. She is funnier, her sister. She is funnier, her sister. Problem. What's the problem there? What's the problem there, students? Okay. My father less kind than my mother. My father less kind than my mother. What's the problem there? Next sentence. My aunt is less tall than I am. My aunt is less tall than I am. Okay. It's not incorrect, but it's the wording is not correct. How do we write it is not correct. Yeah. There's a different way we can say that. Okay. So let's have a look at the correct box. In the incorrect box, we have more long. The correct comparative adjective there is longer. Bravier, spelling is wrong. Delete one E, it's braver. So I am brave, but my sister is braver than me. Mad, mad. Why do we have double D? Why do we have double D? He is mad, but his brother is madder than him. He is mad, but his brother is mad. Why double D? Okay, consonant, vowel, consonant, mad. M-A-D, consonant, vowel, consonant. So we're going to have a double D, E-R. Okay, angry. Angry, delete the Y, I-E-R. Angry. Okay, good becomes better. Good becomes better. Badder, badder is wrong. We should say bad, and the comparative adjective for bad is worse. Worse. Okay. Interesting, incorrect. The correct form, the correct writing for interesting is more interesting. Why? Because we have more than 2 syllables in that adjective. Interesting. It's about 4 syllables. Okay. So the correct writing or the correct form is more interesting. Let's have a look at these sentences. Okay, the 3 on top were incorrect. So the correct writing is, she is funnier than her sister. She is funnier than her sister. Okay, so the adjective is funny. F-U-N-N-Y. She is funnier than her sister. Okay, the adjective is funny. In the comparative, we delete the Y and we write I-E-R. Okay, next sentence is, my father is less kind than my mother. So we're comparing our parents, yeah? My father is less kind than my mother, yeah? Okay. Why do we use less kind there? Why do we use less kind? Why do we say less kind? Yeah? Why do we say less kind? What do you think is kind? Kind is a stative verb, yeah? Kind is a stative verb, yeah? And we're going to use less or more. My father is less kind, stative verb there. Okay, the last one. Okay, in the incorrect box, we have my aunt is less tall than I am. I can just say my aunt is shorter than I am. Yeah, less tall, not really. The opposite of tall is short. I can just use the adjective of short and say, my aunt is shorter than I am. Okay, students, be careful there. Be careful. Okay, I just want to go back there to the stative verb. Okay, my father is less kind than my mother. So kind, yeah, being a stative verb, we can use in this case less or more. Okay, just remember that. Okay, let's go on to the next slide. Okay, let's review the comparative rules. Okay, so in your notebook, I want you to answer these for me. Answer this for me quickly. What are the three? What are three spelling rules for for adding er? When would you add er? Yeah. When would you add er? Yeah. Okay. Question number 2. Why are gooder and badder wrong? Why are gooder and badder wrong? Okay. Number 3. How do we make a comparison with a short word? How do we make a comparison with a short word usually? Yeah. How do we make a comparison? Number 4. How do we make a comparison with a long word? How do we make a comparison with a long word? Question number 5. What word goes after the comparative adjective? What word goes after the comparative adjective? Okay, students, I will give you 4 minutes to answer this question for me. Answer these 5 questions for me. Okay, please try. Please try to do this, yeah? I will give you 4 minutes to answer these questions for me. So please try. If you don't know number 1, go to number 2. Yeah? If you don't know number 4, go to number 5. You can always come back to those answers or to those questions. Okay? So I will 4 minutes and then I will come back and we will review the answers. So please do these questions for me in your notebook. Thank you. Okay, students, welcome back. Let's have a look at your answers. Okay. What are the number one? What are the three spelling rules for adding ER? If it ends in an E, only add in R. If it ends in a Y, that sounds like I or E, Y, delete the Y, add I-E-R. Okay. If it ends in a consonant, vowel, consonant, double the final consonant. Okay. So number one, if it ends in an E, add an R. If it ends in a Y, yeah, we delete the Y, we add I-E-R. Okay. If the sound is E or E, delete the Y and we add I-E-R. If it ends in a consonant, vowel, consonant, double the final consonant. Question number two. What are good and why are good and bad wrong? Okay, good and bad have irregular comparatives, and the correct answer is better or worse and worse. Okay. Question number three. How do we make a comparison with a short word? We usually just add er. Tall, taller. Shy, shyer. Question number four. How do we make a comparative with a long word? We use more before the adjective. More before the adjective, or sometimes we also use less before the adjective. What word goes after the comparative adjective? The word than. Okay, students, these are our answers. Okay, let's continue on to the next slide. Okay, here are some more rules. Okay, question number one. When can we leave off? When can we leave off than and the second part of the comparison? Example, my brother wants a watch that is more expensive. Okay, when can we use, when don't we, can we not, should we not use than? Number two, what do we usually add to the end of a shorter adjective to make a comparative? So, question number two is, what do we put at the end of a short adjective to make it a comparative? What number three, what do we do for a long adjective? What do we do for a long adjective to make it a comparative? Number four, what do we do if the adjective ends in E? If it ends in Y, like easy. Okay, so if it ends in the E sound, but the writing is Y, what do we do with that? Number five, what spelling change do we need to make for an adjective like fat? What spelling change do we need to make for an adjective like fat? Number five, consonant, vowel, consonant. Number six, what would we usually say instead of less tall? What would we usually say instead of less tall? Okay, students, you have 6 questions. You have 6 minutes to complete this exercise. So please write down these answers. These answers are easier than the ones you did before. Okay. Okay. So please just do these exercises for me. Answer these questions for me. Okay. So I will come back in 6 minutes and we will review these answers. Thank you. Okay, students, let's have a look at your answers. Yes. Okay. When can we leave off than and the second part of a comparison? My brother wants a watch that is more expensive. Okay, that's the example. When the second part is understood from the context. Okay, so what do we mean there? If I know what the subject is, if the subject and the object are the same things, I don't have to write that. If we look at the example there in sentence in question number one, it says there, my brother wants a watch that is more expensive. So my brother has a watch now. Okay, he has a watch now. So he actually wants a new watch that is a bit more expensive. Yeah. So I don't have to say than his watch that he has now. I understood that my subject, which is my watch, and my object, which would be my watch as well, I understand that these things are the same thing. Okay, students. So I am clear. I am clear that my subject and my object are the same things, and I don't have to repeat the object because we are speaking about the same thing. Okay, so just be clear there. When my subject and my object are the same thing, I don't have to write than to repeat my subject to become an object. Okay, question number two. What do we usually add to the end of a short adjective to make a comparative? This was easy, students. ER. Yeah. What do we do for a long adjective? We put more before the adjective. Okay. Number four. What do we do if the adjective ends in an E sound? If it ends in a Y, like easy, we just add R for E. We change the Y to I and we add ER. So if it ends in an E, we just add R. If it ends in a Y, we delete the Y and we write IER. Number five, what spelling change do we need to make for an adjective like fat? Okay, so it is consonant, vowel, consonant. Okay, so we're going to double the final consonant, which is FATTER, fatter. Thin, thinner. Yeah, big, bigger. Hot, hotter. What would we usually say instead of less tall? We would say shorter. Okay. Okay, students, let's continue on to the next slide. Okay. Give the comparative form of these adjectives. Give the comparative form of these adjectives. Quickly, students, in your notebook, you have 3 minutes. In your notebook, write the comparative form for me of these adjectives, these 5 adjectives. Quickly, 3 minutes. 2.5 minutes. Make it 2.5 minutes. Okay, quickly, in your notebooks. Okay, students, let's have a look at your answers. Okay. Okay. Good becomes better, yeah? Bad becomes worse. Fun, more fun. Okay. This is a stative verb. Okay. It's an adjective. The adjective is fun. Okay. So we're going to speak about fun, more fun. Okay. Far, we use farther. And quiet, we say for the comparative, we say quieter. Okay. It's more appropriate for fun to use more fun. Okay. Because it expresses, we don't use the expression funner. Okay. We just use the expression more fun. Okay. Or less fun. Okay. If you got this right, congratulations. Okay. Quiet, quieter. Okay. That was the tricky one there. And fun was the tricky one as well, because we didn't do those two before. Okay. We don't say funner, we just say more fun. Okay. Next slide, students. Okay. Give the comparative forms of these adjectives: fast, big, happy, sad, and tall. Okay, students, quickly, 3 minutes. Let's do this. Give the comparative forms of these adjectives: fast, big, happy, sad, and tall. What are the comparatives for these adjectives? 3 minutes and start. Okay, students, let's have a look at your answers. Okay. Faster, fast becomes fast in the comparative. Big, bigger. Okay, so we have BIGGER. Okay, consonant, vowel, consonant. Yeah. Happy, happier. Delete the Y, IER. Okay, sad, also one syllable there. Sad. Yeah, double DER. Tall, we just add the ER of taller. Okay. Okay. Give the comparative forms of these adjectives. Okay. Sorry, gray, thoughtful, interesting, entertaining. Okay, students. Sorry, gray, thoughtful, interesting, and entertaining. Okay, students, you have 3 minutes. Okay, let's do these adjectives quickly. Okay, students, let's have a look at your answers. What do we have? Okay, sorry. Okay, we have sorry. The comparative is sorrier. Yeah, the comparative is sorry. Delete the Y, I, E, R. For gray, we have grayer. Okay, does anybody know why do we just add ER? Does anybody know why we just add ER? Yeah, does anybody have an idea why we just add ER to grayer? Okay, think about it. Thoughtful becomes more thoughtful. Okay, we have two syllables there. Thoughtful. Okay, so it becomes more thoughtful. Interesting is the adjective, and the comparative is more interesting. About 3 syllables. Interesting, 4 syllables. Entertaining, entertaining, 4 syllables as well. And the comparative is more entertaining. Okay, let's come back to grayer. Okay, why do we just add ER and we don't delete the Y and we put IER? If we have sorry, if you have a look at sorry, we delete the Y for sorry and we just add IER, sorrier. Yeah. And the second one is gray, and we just add ER. Why do we just add ER? We add ER because before the Y we have a vowel. Yeah. Um, and before the vowel, okay, before the Y is a vowel A, and because we have the vowel, we just add ER. Something that you need to take note of, students. Yeah, please take note of that because we have the vowel there, A, we can just add ER. Okay, so let's continue on to the next exercise. Okay, we are almost finished. Okay, let's practice sentence writing. Okay, it says there in the example, find some objects at home which belong to you and compare them with objects that belong to different members of your family. Okay, let me read that again. Find some objects at home which belongs to you and compare them with objects that belong to different members of your family. For example, a pair of glasses, a watch. Okay, the example, my glasses are bigger than my father's glasses. My glasses are bigger than my father's glasses. Yeah. Or you can say, my father's glasses are smaller than my glasses, the opposite. Yeah. Um, Example number two, my sister's watch is more expensive than my watch. My sister's watch is more expensive than my watch. Or I can say, my watch is less expensive than my sister's watch. My watch is less expensive than my sister's watch. Okay? Okay, let's do this. Okay. Let's practice writing sentences. Find some objects at home which belong to you and compare them with objects that belong to different members of your family. At the bottom here, students, we have adjectives that you can use in your sentences. For example, tall, small, short, new, colorful, long, old, delicious, short, cheap, fast, slow, expensive, good, bad, heavy, beautiful, and big. These are all the adjectives that you can use. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you three objects. I'm going to give you three objects, and I want you to write down a sentence for me using these adjectives at the bottom. Okay, and using these examples. Okay. Okay. The structure. My glasses are bigger than my father's glasses. Or my sister's watch is more expensive than my watch. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you three objects that I want you to write a sentence about. Okay. So the first one is mobile phone. Mobile phone. Okay. Use one of these adjectives at the bottom. Okay. Mobile phone. Or just phone. The students, you have 1 more minute. Okay. So, phone. Okay, so what adjectives did you use? What I wrote is my mobile phone is faster than my brother's mobile phone. Okay. Another example could be my phone is more expensive than my father's phone. Or another example would be my phone is older than my mother's phone. Yeah. My phone is better. My phone is better than my brother's phone. Yeah. My phone is cheaper than my sister's phone. My phone is more expensive than my younger brother's phone. Okay. Okay. Object number two. Object number two, I would say, use your bedroom. Okay. The object is, or just the place is my bedroom. Yeah. So I want you to write a sentence about your bedroom, comparing it to another family member's bedroom. Okay. My bedroom. Okay. You have 2 minutes. Okay, students, let me give you a couple examples. Okay, so your bedroom, my bedroom is bigger than my brother's bedroom. My bedroom is smaller than my brother's bedroom. My bedroom is more beautiful than my sister's bedroom. Okay, my bedroom is more colorful than my brother's bedroom. My bedroom is better than my friend's bedroom, or my bedroom is worse than my parents' bedroom, or smaller, yeah, or bigger. Okay. Okay. Last object I want you to share in your family, comparing it with another family member, is your hmm. Um, just do this one. I think this is an easy one. Um, let's use um, hmm, let's use my laptop. Let's use my laptop. Okay, my laptop. Yeah, or my computer or my laptop. Comparing it with your other family members. Okay, so quickly, students, 2 minutes and then we are finished. Okay, so just do that for 2 minutes quickly, yeah? Okay, students. Couple of examples. You can say my laptop is bigger than my father's laptop. My laptop is better than my brother's laptop. My laptop is cheaper, or my laptop is older. My laptop is more expensive. My laptop is heavier. Yeah. My laptop is worse, or my laptop is better. Yeah. Okay. Or my laptop is smaller than my brother's laptop. These are all adjectives that you can use. Okay, so students, let's just go on to the last slide. This is just an example of what you can use. Okay, okay. Yeah, we have 3 objects in the house. Okay. Um, the first one is my dad's coffee tastes worse than mine. My dad's coffee tastes worse than mine. My brother's shirt is larger than mine. My phone is cheaper than my mother's. Yeah. So these are other examples that you can use. Students, that's the end of my presentation. I hope you have a better understanding of comparative adjectives and it makes a bit more sense to you. And I want to wish you a good day and a healthy study evening. Okay. And thank you very much for listening to me and take care.